All right, family. It looks like we're live. What is going on, family? Cribbbss here, along with Joe Downey. Oh, it's amazing to be here, brother. What is going on? Are you ready to chill?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the
Oh,
greatest moment in my channel history. Thank you
oh my
very much, sir. That was fantastic. I know, guys, normally it's me doing the intros, but I was like, man, I got the greatest intro man in the game right now on my show. I can't sit
God.
here and do the intro. I got to give it to that man.
Yeah, hey, it's
Oh,
good to be here, brother, man. A Thursday night. Man, what a hellacious day today. I was attacked all day long, but man, I was not going to miss this. I wanted to come in and chill with you. I've been looking forward to this for so long. So tell me, how was your day?
oh, man, my day was good. Family, 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 doing stuff around the house, getting things ready, and just spending some time with my daughter. We always carve out at least an hour in the day where it's just me and her. Even if we're doing the dumbest thing on the planet, it's just me and her doing it.
That's good, man. Quality time with family is so valuable, man. It's the foundations that you keep that make every day bearable to get to the next one. So who we got
Yeah.
up in here? Who we got? You want to
Oh,
read
man.
off some names, brother?
Yeah, let me read off some names for you here. So we got Phil Valesco, we got Vato, we got Ryan, we got Joshua Ricks claiming first, deliberately bearded Billy Rogers, Brian, Rob. Man, look at all you guys. Miss Bluegrass is in here. We got the better of the two. Look at that. Good job.
Yeah.
Sober Chef Eric. Hey, Mo, what's going on, Mo? You got Chris. I mean, you got Cole. Look at all these guys in here. What's going on? What's going on?
We got the shark up in here. We got Devin.
Yep, the shark is in here.
Hey Mo, I was going to answer the phone, brother, but I was just about to get on with this dude. So this cat. So I had to give him my time.
I'm sorry, Mo. Please forgive me. You can call him when we're done, though.
I got to take a dip. I got to refresh this dip though. We getting ready to get have some chill time. So what are you drinking? You
Absolutely.
got water, you got soda, you got a beer. What do you got?
I got my water tonight. Dan C actually gave me a hard time the other day because I was behind on my water intake. So I'm like, all right, let me get on this before Dan comes looking for me. Let me get
Yeah.
on this.
Yep. Just got me a
I'll
new
tell
lip
you.
today.
Oh, man, that thing is beautiful,
Look at
dude.
that.
Beautiful.
Let me just show you. I'll show you a little bit of a branded bill. Got that fire red. Whew. Beard octane. Anyways, oh man,
And
my
Ben,
neighbor.
these are two pretty good-looking guys, in my opinion. I'm just saying. You know? I mean, that's one of the best beards in the game right now. Look at that thing.
Well, I'm getting there, but there's a lot of other guys that got more than I do that got going on. But I'll tell you what, I got the best skunk streak there is.
Oh, Mo, you let me know, brother. Like I said, it is totally on you, man. I don't want to get in the way of class. If you can be there on the 13th, great. If not, we can reschedule you, brother. There's always more Thursdays coming. Always more Thursdays. I ain't going nowhere. So, and the Shark has an open invitation whenever he wants to come through.
Joe, I got a question for you, man. I've been watching. What's this Squirrel Slayer all about? Can you take us on a journey? Come on.
Sure. I'll take you on a quick. All right. So my sister's taking out the garbage the other day, right? And she hears a noise in the garbage can after she throws the bag in. So we know we've had animals getting in our garbage. So she thought she trapped an animal. That's what she thought she did. So she comes freaking out. I was actually on the phone with Mike and Beth from Miners when this all happened, right? So now I got to hang up with them because I'm like, I got to go be animal control apparently. So I go to the garbage cans. I move the bag. There's no animal, right? But I still hear the noise. So now I look in the other garbage can. There is a squirrel swimming in about 6 feet of water in my garbage can. I mean, we had just had a hurricane blow through, basically. So the garbage can was filled with water, and the squirrel was stuck in the water. So I tried to do what I thought was the right thing, and I dumped the garbage can to get the squirrel out of there. Well, apparently that wasn't the right thing because the squirrel died about 12 hours later. And Gary and Johnny and all those good folks that I call friends have got on to label me the squirrel murderer since then. So, hey man, Gary even went and got himself a squirrel hat, the whole nine. Like these guys just go all the way with it. You know how they are. So yeah, it's fun. I don't care.
It's family.
It's absolutely family.
Take a joke, right? Poor
Listen,
squirrel.
look at Johnny. Johnny, at least I'm not. I don't rip limbs off the animals. I just dropped them. That was it.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, we got something big tomorrow.
Tomorrow I got mine. I know one guy in here who didn't get his yet, though.
Chris hasn't got it, right?
Chris hasn't got it yet. He has not got his yet. Hopefully it gets there. Hopefully it gets there.
Yeah, I had Johnny convinced, JG convinced earlier that I was like, oh man, we weren't supposed to open that and smell it already.
I saw that.
Oh man.
I was waiting for you to come in and go, oh, wait a minute. You guys don't know about the stank? You don't know about it yet? Like I was waiting for it.
Let me tell you about it.
All right, brother. Well, I know you've watched before, and we like to go through the motions here and show everybody who you are and get to know you a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're cool, I've got maybe the most, it depends on how you look at the question, right? It can be a very deep question, or it can be like I don't know, go look at my channel, kid. Like, I don't know what to tell you, right? Who is Swag? Who is he?
Oh, man. Swag is something that it's basically a concept of my son and I. It was BeardSWAG. It was things related to being bearded and going on a beard journey. So we called it BeardSWAG. And then my son ended up leaving. So then it was just me. So this character, Michael Swag Cribbbss, just came out. And it's just something I enjoy. I love everything swag related. As you can see, the signs, the hats, the combs. It's swag is something we all get. So that's what swag is. So it's basically just me, Mike Cribbbss. It's Swag Nation. You know, it's something that we can all get behind, and we all want to know what swag is. So what swagger you got going on? It's just an idea. It's just a manly idea of being cool, being family, and that's just it. It's just being swag. It's just cool.
Now, you said you and your son started it together, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did he just, I mean, I don't know your whole story, so I hope I don't touch on anything wrong here. Did he just decide to leave from the situation, or how did that all work out?
Joe, there ain't nothing you can ask me or anything that is ever going to offend me. I love you. I'm forgiving. I'm an open book. I'm transparent about everything that goes on, because that's what I want to be. That's why I'm in this community, to show, you know, what I've been through, maybe to help somebody out, to love on somebody, to support somebody, to go in those dark places that a lot of people don't want to go to get involved, because I have no fear. And that comes from my faith of Christ. My faith in Christ is the first thing in my life. But I'm not one of these. I guess there's a lot of false impressions about Christian men, that we have our head shoved up our butt and we're better than everybody else, or we're not hypocrites, or we're not counterfeit. I'm that way every day in my life, and I can only get through it now. I don't have to do drugs anymore, so I get through it with the love and the truth of Jesus Christ for me and my spirit. I love to be aligned. But that's where that's where this channel came from, BeardSWAG. It was, I just get out of treatment. I'm trying to find something to do with my time that is productive, and be involved, not only to give love to other people, that all of my family that's here right now, and you, but to also get that love back, because I need it. So I went into this community, and it was a good place for my son and I to start chilling and repairing some things and spending some quality time together. And he grew a mustache. He was growing on a beard, and we thought it would be fun. But it ended up getting to the point I made the time to do it, but he was 21 years old at the time, going to college, too busy, and I made him edit everything, and it just drove him crazy. So he bounced out of it and started doing his own thing, and I had a choice: continue on or stop the channel and do something else.
Well, let me speak for everybody else in the room right now. I am glad that you decided to continue on, brother, because you are truly a valued member of this community. I don't think I've ever heard one person that I've come across have a bad word to say about you. And we all know, listen, the community grows. People are going to get into their things. They're going to have problems, but that's part of the world. We get over it. We move on. That's how brotherhood works, right? But I have never heard one person say a negative thing about you. And to me, that speaks volumes for your character.
Well, and that comes from my dad. My dad is one of my heroes. He's and my grandpa. they're such gentlemen. They're such loving and compassionate men that have a different perspective and a different look on it. You know, and if somebody does get mad, you know, we want to talk about it. We want to discuss things, because in this world nowadays, I see it all the time that there's so many people, if you do one little stupid thing to them, they want to put you in a box and never give you an opportunity to make amends. You know, if you never get the chance or the opportunity to ask forgiveness of somebody, I mean, it's horrible. So yeah, I'm just transparent, truthful, loving, and compassionate. There's going to be a day where something probably will happen, but I keep praying that it doesn't, you know, as long as I just keep being who I am and supporting people and loving on people and depending on people and leaning on people that I have. I mean, there is a community out here that I depend on so much to run things by, and that give me even just a comment. You know, it's like, hey, great video. Hey, asking me about smoking some meats, or what do I do here that I'm getting into it? Or will you pray for me? I mean, it does so much for me to lift me up. And that's what keeps me going for the day.
Yeah, I saw when that guy slashed his tires. That was rough. That was rough when they slashed his tires.
Yeah, that was bad.
Whose idea was that? Was that a prank on you, or was that just your idea to have some fun?
That was me, an idea that came up that I wanted this to have a little bit of fun. And I thought, you know what? And I watched it. Somebody else did it to somebody. And I was like, this would be funny. I want to put that on a video.
Dude, I saw you walking out to the car and you had me going, man. I was like, oh, man, they slashed his tires? Yeah. That's terrible. That's horrible. Because I live, you know, Johnny Grooms has driven to my house. Now, my neighborhood itself is very nice. The surrounding area, I can't speak on that, okay? I can't. It's not the nicest area, right? So I know friends who have their tires slashed almost on a regular basis at this point. So when I saw you walking in your car, I was like, oh, man, that's terrible. Now he's got to get a tire off. He's got to find some spares. He's got to buy new tires. This is bad. And then I saw the pictures, and I was like, okay, he got me. That was good. He got me. I said, well done. Very well done. So you talked about something that, for me, touches home a bit. You know me, my story, I've been out there. I've been as transparent as anybody. And one of the things my family's had an issue with for a long time has been addiction. My father struggled with addiction for most of his life, really. I mean, up until probably 40, 45 years old, really, he struggled. Every time he would get clean, and he would be clean to the point where he'd buy a house, he'd have his new cars, he'd have everything going well. And things would just tailspin for him. Talk about that kind of struggle for you, how you balance that in life, because I never thought the saying was more true than when it was with my father. He was never not an addict, if you will. He always looked at things as, I'm still that guy. I just have to not be him on a daily basis.
Well, with me, I mean, it was, let me see, 47. So I would have been 44 this last time I went to treatment in Astoria. And I finally got to a place, you know, and this is my second journey on a recovery place. First one was about 6 months at Pendleton. And this time I finally got down to the point to where I had a man that I could talk to and broke through with the trust issue. And it made me go all the way back to my youth, of where things that hurt me that I carried over into the relationships when I was a young man or an adult, and started spreading that hate because I never let it go. And why I continued in this vicious cycle of numbing myself with things was because I never understood and never really reflected on the things in my life that I had hidden in the closets, in the storage sheds, in the bags. And there was just one day in particular that everything got brought out in the open. All the skeletons were out in the open. I finally got an opportunity to, one thing, breathe the fact of the idea that God in my life is the only thing that I need to make it through the world. And to change and let everything that had kept me in that vicious cycle, in that insanity, that every time something would happen, I'd get high. I'd turn to something else. And I threw all that garbage away, and no longer, it doesn't influence my life. At least, you know, today. I mean, all this, it'll still try to come back and say, you know what, you're a liar, you're a manipulator, you're a piece of garbage. You can't be forgiven for the garbage that you did. But I know, with love and support of people around me that encourage me to do better things, and to be disciplined every day and that kind of thinking, that it's not true. I am I am okay now. I am beneficial. I am a good, healthy part of the community. And before I wasn't, man. I was a heathen. I was a hustler. I was a drug dealer. I was a thief, you know, and all this stuff that I'm no longer anymore. I don't even recognize that. And it's very valuable to me to keep those things at bay and not let things come back into my life that make me feel like that again and stick to me, you know?
I understand completely, and it's amazing how everybody has their different thing. For you, it was faith, the belief in Christ, things like that. For me, I was 24. Sorry, actually, I'm going ahead of myself. I was 23, and my daughter was born. For me, when Sam was born, I'm not going to say I was the worst person on the planet, but I was far from the best one, that's for sure. And when Sam was born, I said, okay, I can be two guys here. I can be the guy that when her dad shows up somewhere, she looks and goes, that's my dad. Like, not proud, not happy at all. Or I can be the one that she lights up when she sees. And I wanted to be that guy. So I changed everything about my life for her. And you just have to find those reasons. And it's not as easy as it sounds sometimes. It's really not, because as many reasons as you can find not to do those things, you can find 100 other reasons why it's a good idea to go do those things.
That's right. That's right.
It's a lot easier to talk yourself into doing something than it is out of doing something.
Yep. Yeah, and to have the aspect of, you know, being married for 27 years to a woman that I didn't earn it, I don't deserve it, but she stuck with me, and we are more in love these last 4 years than we ever have been, and to finally to be at a point in my life and in my marriage with my best friend, to have her not have to worry about me losing my job, going to jail, disappointing her, embarrassing her, and to finally earn that trust back again. Oh, it's so awesome. And to now work hard for her to no longer drown her dreams, you know what I mean? But to basically fan the fire for her passions that she set aside for so many years, that now she gets to go do free and willing and enjoy life. It's never too late. I'm 47, going to be 48 years old this month, and it's never too late. And man, and that's why I want to do these channels. That's why I want to get out there and speak love and positivity, because if I can do it, I have a responsibility to minister the truth and to share my journey with people, to maybe give them hope. Hopefully I've represented myself, that somebody can get hold of me and maybe ask for help. Not that I'm going to quote a scripture to them, but I want to hang out. You know, I want to give them hope. I just want to be there. So that's one of the main reasons I have this channel. But I can grow a glorious beard, and I can talk about beard products and hang out, you know.
All right. So before I bring in some of the more fun things, let's touch on one more serious topic I had for you, right? Just one more here, and then we'll get to some more looser and fun things and have a good time. Faith, your belief, all those things. Now, I'll be honest with you, because that's just who I am. I've always had an issue with my beliefs. I was raised in an Italian Catholic household, so I was taught to believe, right? I was taught all those things, but I've seen so many things that say contrary to that, as far as negative things, people I've lost. And I know I've lost my way from my faith. I know I still tell my daughter and things like that, like, this is what we're supposed to do, but it's just not there for me anymore. For somebody like you, though, where do you find that? Like, where do you find that raw belief where you just know he's there and he's taking care of you?
From where I used to be to where I'm at today, who I used to be, and believing that God was fake, religion was bullcrap, that it's just an excuse so you don't have to deal with things, the real world. See, I have a little different perspective on things, due to the fact that I was evil. I was all of this stuff. I mean, I thrived off of doing bad things, doing things differently than everybody else, and shocking and on. And when I finally met somebody, and I finally let go of the control and trying to control everything, and surrendered my doubts, and see, it's just, for me, it's a personal thing. I don't want to push this on anybody else. But I know for me, God has given me enough signs, me personally, because I have got out of the way of my doubt and control and finally said, you know what, I'm really going to look at this. I'm really going to pray. I'm going to read the scripture, just the things that he does in my life. And I don't want to be that old guy. So why not believe in something that I can't taste, believe in something that I can't touch? Because I know where it got me living the other way. And what if it's true? What if God is true? What if heaven is true? I don't want to miss out on that joy. I don't want to miss out on that euphoria. I don't want to miss out on the small things that my brain can think that heaven's going to be. It's going to be much more. And I see how much more joy and peace I have in my life, as well as everybody else around me because of it. It's just the way it is. It's just faith.
And I give you a lot of credit for that. I really do. I know a lot of people think like if you don't believe or if you question things that you have a negative outlook on those that do. I actually look at those that do and I go, man, I'm so happy for you. I wish I could make my brain work that same way, but some of the things that have happened, I won't accept that there's a higher power behind them, but that's my own thing. I got to wrestle with myself on that one because
yes, you do.
I got to figure out where I want to go with that. But when I see somebody like you who has gone through everything and then still looks at it and says, thank you, I applaud you. And I think that's a hell of a man, really, and a strong belief system. Like, that's really impressive.
It's all glory to God. It has nothing to do with me, man. I just know with being disciplined every day, I have a routine. I wake up in the morning, I read my Bible, or I do a devotion, not every day, but most days. And just my mentality of thinking that things are going to be better because of a higher power, which is in my life, Jesus Christ, which is God. I can actually see him working in my life. And, you know, I just want to share that with people. You know, I'm just thankful.
Okay. So let's Swag is got the best intro in the game. I mean, that's an easy thing, right? We can all agree on that one. You got the best intro in the game. That's why I gave him the intro for my show tonight. All right. He's got possibly one of the coolest backdrops in the game. He preaches love, peace, all that kind of stuff. Gets awesome gear in constantly. And on top of all that, though, Swag also plays peacemaker in the community. How did you wind up being the guy? And I'm not trying to bring up old things between anybody. I'm just curious how you wound up being the one in the middle of that situation, bringing everyone back together. Once I heard you were involved in it, I was like, oh, it's real. I was like, otherwise Cribbbss wouldn't be in it. If it wasn't real, he wouldn't really be there. But once I heard you were there, I was like, they're going to work this thing out. They're going to figure it out. Cribbbss is going to make sure that they do.
Well, it's just having no fear. You know, I mean, what do I have to lose? You know, I'm going to bring in truth. I'm going to bring in transparency. I'm going to hold people accountable. I'm going to be accountable, and I'm going to open up a different avenue that, you know, kind of look at things a different way. But it isn't just because of me. It's because of everybody else that was involved, had so much integrity and character as well. They just needed to see that, you know. And what else am I going to do, man? This family that I have, this family that we have, this community is so important and so valuable to a vast amount of people. The charities we get to do, the suicide prevention that we get to do, the awareness that we bring to men who get in here and are looking for the exact same freaking thing that we are, which is brotherhood, you know. And we're men, we're prideful, we're going to have arguments, we're going to have disagreements, but that's when everybody just needs to come along that's on the outside of it, just say, hey, listen, tell me what's going on. And then not go behind the scenes and make it worse, you know. You just have to be in here for people to listen to, and then just give positive feedback to people. I mean, it wasn't because of me. It was because of everybody else, and somebody had to do it. So
I don't want to hear that. It was because of you. I don't want to hear that, Swag. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I think, yes, you're absolutely right. They had to want to work it out. You're absolutely 100% right there. But I think the fact that you kind of inserted yourself, you put yourself in the situation where you're like, okay, I know these guys want to work this out. So I'm not going to let them dance around it anymore. I'm going to bring them to the table and say, let's get this done with and let's figure out what's going on here, is the reason they were able to work it out and move on. And again, man, it just speaks to your character.
And I just needed them to see their value. You know what I mean? I needed these people to see how much they were valuable to me in my walk. And I'm not going to allow anybody to think less of themselves and not know that what they do and the message that they have or had before they're having struggles or something, how valuable it is to me in my life. I need that in my life. I need other strong men that are positive and loving and courageous to be involved with me, because I need it. So I wasn't going to let it go away, and it was up to them. It was completely up to my brothers, who I'm so proud of, to work this stuff out and to see the light.
It was a hell of a night for the whole community. And you're right. Listen, I always tell people the same thing, and it's not, I don't tell them to remember why they came here, because they came here for the products. They didn't know about the community. The products led them here. Remember why you stayed, though. It wasn't the products that kept you in here commenting on everything, going to the lives and all that. It was the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the fact I've made better friends in this community than I have in my real world. I've got guys here that I can talk to about, literally Chris, who just commented on something. I can call Chris at 2 o'clock in the morning and complain about anything, and he'll just sit there and yawn a little bit, but he'll listen. He'll listen to every word. So that's what I tell people. Remember what made you stay. And if you can remember that, the dramas are going to come and go. They're going to happen. It happens in life, but they'll go away, and then we'll be back to normal again. And you're right. Amazing things have been done in this community already. When I set out to do my charity, there was no way I thought we were going to get anywhere near $5,000 raised. No way near it. But that's exactly what happened. And if you go back and watch, it was because of certain individuals who would not let that day fail. People like Tyson, people like Gary, they would not let that day fail. They were doing whatever they could to make sure that that day was a success. And I thank them all for it every day. Even Brother Cribbbss here, I believe you dropped like $200 on a gift card that day?
Yeah, something like that.
And again, it was all just because they didn't want to see the day fail. They wanted to help, and it was amazing. And I thank you guys every single day for it. You have no idea. And we'll be back again in May, but
that'll be cool. I'll be there definitely.
So, all right, the easy question, right? Who got you here? I mean, it's easy to say the camaraderie, but who was the channel that actually led you to the Instagram world that got you to all of us?
Scuba.
I see. It's always Scuba or Dan, and it's always Scuba Dan. Dan.
It was Scuba, Dan, Scott, Matt, Tyson, even motivated Dave Hollywood himself. There were a couple more, I'm sure, but those were the key. And Mo, I mean, it was those key sources and that brotherhood that everybody was around. I mean, you knew they were all a brotherhood. They were all talking. They were all doing the same thing for the same goal. And I just absolutely loved it. I was looking for some products other than Live Bearded, and Scuba brought in that jelly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boss man. And then, man, good Lord, these small, and this is why I do it. Another reason I get to meet companies, Gingerbeard, Scott, Mr. Pompadour, Carrie from Defined. There's just so many. Alex, from Nicholas Beard Works.
Speaking of Gingerbeard, since you said something.
Yeah,
there it is.
I was so proud of that he would even be involved.
First of all, you should be proud of it, period, because I still love this stuff.
Yeah.
Still love the stank on it. I'm going to say stank for swag. I'm still loving the stank on it.
And him and I got together on that, and he already had all those freaking those scent profiles. And I said, just mix these all together, and you'll have an amazing scent profile, and it really works. But to be able to get on here, and like Barker's, I've never tried them before. I buy their products, I get on here, and I make a video, and I try it. And I love it. And I find me a new nighttime routine. Every single one of them are amazing.
Right.
Barbudo. I mean, here's a big one. John the Baptist.
Okay, I haven't tried them yet.
33% of all of his sales go into giving back to ministry. Teaching youth to shoot guns. It's amazing. So I bought it and I wanted to support. to support these companies and their families is something that I treasure, you know. But it's not just to get people to go to them to fill their pockets up. I want to share all of these products and my impressions, because I think it's important how it's in my beard, the different scent profiles, how they make me feel, the confidence that they build, just the whole plethora of everything. It's not just one thing. It's to make everybody come together and grow. That's all I can say.
And I don't think it needs to be said any better, but I mean, Scuba was the one I found too. Scuba was,
Yep.
He was it. And I was actually laying in a hospital bed when I found Scuba. So I don't know if you've been in a hospital recently, but at 2 a.m. in the hospital, even with all the advances and all that stuff, they still have nothing on the damn TV. Nothing. So it was on my phone, and here's this guy yelling at mom, talking about beard jelly. And I was like, I just found beard oil. What the hell is beard jelly? Where'd this come from?
Right. Yep.
And that just kind of led me down the rabbit hole. And the next thing I knew, I'm on Instagram. And then I'm like, man, this is so cool. These guys are reviewing these products. They're getting to meet these owners are actually interacting with them. That was the coolest part of it to me, was the fact that the owners actually interacted. I was like, oh man, I want to do this. I was like, I want to do this. I got to figure this out. And I've never been happier, honestly, than when I'm making my videos, getting my content out there. I talk to 4 or 5 owners on a daily basis. Like, what other industry are you going to say that you talk to owners? Just because you like Calvin Klein jeans doesn't mean the owner's going to call you tomorrow.
Truth.
You know, like, this is a rare and amazing place, really.
Yeah, I love it.
Dan. Yeah, I know. A lot of guys with Dan, and that's because if you search up beard stuff, Dan's right underneath Scuba when you search it. Like, he's right there.
Yep.
And the reality right now is, because Scuba's redoing his home, all that stuff, you don't have a lot of new content from Scuba. So a lot of the new guys are finding Dan first.
Which is awesome, because Dan, I mean, his tips and tricks and the way he breaks down the educational factor of the beards and cold rinsing and everything I mean, he's done so much for me and my routine. And I've never face to face with Dan once. We message every now and then, but I don't have to, because he speaks to me through his videos. He's inspired me to be myself. Don't follow in anybody else's footsteps. You know what I mean? Do your own thing, find your own niche, and then just run with it, you know? And he's an inspiring man. Yeah,
and Dan is the same guy from the first day I met him till now.
Yep.
I can message, and I have messaged Dan at 2:30 in the morning going, dude, I'm having an issue. Something's not working here. It's not coming together right. And Dan's response is always the same. All right, Joe, breathe. Tell me what's going on. And then Dan walks me through it, and I'm like, wow, that was really easy. Thanks, dude. I just needed some help. All right, dude, go back to bed now. Sorry. Like,
yeah.
But he always answers, and he's a good dude, man, really. And I've been lucky. I really haven't found anyone in this community I have a serious issue with. And that's a rarity. It is, because, I mean, have you ever been in a football community? You ever find one of those? Like the NFC East worlds and all? Dude, those are war zones. War zones. They all say they're friends, but they don't sound like it. Yeah, that's another thing we have in common, dude. My grandmother was the biggest Raiders fan on the planet Earth. The planet Earth. Okay? You know how hard it was back in the 90s to get a Raiders jersey in New Jersey?
No, I'll bet.
That wasn't easy, dude. There wasn't a Raiders jersey everywhere.
Yeah.
Yet she had 6 of them. Okay?
Yeah, kind of like before, here at Seahawks.
Right, this is before the internet and all that kind of stuff. You couldn't find that stuff that easy, but she had 6 of them, and she had 3 Raiders hats. She was very proud of her little Raiders collection, okay? So what is... All right, wait, no. I want to get this out right. When, where, why? Where did stank? Why did stank become the word for swag?
It's just something. I'm real slangy. I like to slang things up a little bit. that stank is amazing, and that's a good thing for me. It's just a word that came out that I started using.
Chris, I can't comment about that, sir. I told you, us Jersey people, we can't. You know, People are watching. I can't answer those kind of questions on a live. Chris, what's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, right.
I didn't kill. See, I did not kill the squirrel. I tried to save the squirrel, and the squirrel died. It's not the same thing as me going outside and shooting a squirrel. I tried to save said squirrel. Okay, I was trying to be the good guy here, and the squirrel died. It wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could do about it. I don't have like little squirrel CPR paddles laying around, so I could bring the thing back to life.
You should have called JG. He could have helped you.
Apparently, that was my mistake. I should have gotten Johnny over. Him and his wife. They would have had a new pet in the house. They could have had a new Alvin. Like everything would have been great. Apparently, that's my mistake. The next time a squirrel tries to drown itself in my garbage can, I'll try and do better, guys. I promise. All right, I will try my best next time. You have my word. Where did the intro come from, Swag?
It just escalated. It just started out. I mean, my Lord, man, I was Big Mike for a while. I was Swag Daddy. I was Swag Father. And then Mike Cribbbss and just Swag. And the intro just finally came to it. It's the word family comes from my pastor, PT, Pastor Ted, who is now no longer the head of our church. But I mean, he would always come in there and he would say, okay, and he would talk to us as a family. And that's one thing. It's just like family. What's going on? And what is going on? I want to know what's up.
I swear, every time you say your intro, I want to answer you. Like every time I hear you say it, I want to be like, "Oh, nothing, just hanging out." Oh wait, no, he can't hear me. He can't hear me. He can't hear me. Okay, let me stop.
Just chilling.
But
and then chilling with the family. I mean, that's what it is. I want everybody to sit back, relax, and let's get something to drink and let's talk some stuff we all want to talk about. That stank, Dude,
it is easily the best intro, but it is so perfect in its simplicity because you're right. It's just what is going on, family. Cribbbss here. That's all it is. It's not some big crazy fan. It's just very simple, but it's short, catchy, to the point. And anytime you mention Swag, they're like, "Oh yeah, what's going on, family? Cribbbss here." Like it's automatic.
Yeah, I've been lucky with that one.
I don't know a lot of other people who have their own slogans in the community, but you have your own little catchphrase and the whole nine, dude.
I got it. Like you got that
miles ahead of the game right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just me. That's who I am.
So you said the ood stank. Has Swag Father found an ood he doesn't like yet? Is that all I'm going to get? Is a yes? We're not going to get an explanation on it?
Yeah, I don't want to. It wasn't anything big, but Tyson and I, when we were chilling out, actually got some stuff together, and it smelled like stinky feet and like rotten rotting apricots to me. It was just, but it was this company's first attempt, and I don't think they knew what they were getting, so they didn't. The oud is stinky. It is, except when you get it mixed right, or you get that fragrance oud. It's, I don't know, man. I don't really care for the incense kind of pungent oud either. That really incensey, powdery kind of oud.
Okay.
I'm not really into that. I love the sweet ouds. Holy Grail, amazing. Ouds and tobaccos, amazing.
Tailored Man by Tailored Beard. Oh my God, that stuff is amazing.
Phenomenal.
Amazing.
Another one that's good is the Tom Ford, which is number 21, I think, from Broke Ass.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes. Those two kind of scent profiles together. Manhattan. If you haven't gone Manhattan from Mr. Pompadour.
I do, yes.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Then you've got Tailored Man's, his Tailored Blue. I mean, the blueberry, the leather, the Tailored Man mixed in with it. And him and I have got some things going on here really too, a line that's coming out of some oud stank coming out really strong. So I'm excited for that to happen. It's Nicholas Beardworks, his Royal Oud, so fresh, so clean, so smooth. I love the oud, man. The oud is great. And Holy Grail. I mean, my God, who cannot love Holy Grail? It's amazing. No, you don't like Holy Grail?
I don't. All right, so I don't dislike it. Okay, I don't dislike it. I don't love it, however, because for me, it's just a little too light. It's just not quite there for me. I don't really get that smack. That like you know how you use the word stank, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, I use smack. I want to get smacked in the face by the scent profile. I want to be like, whoo, look, that smells beautiful. I don't get that from Holy Grail, and it takes away from it for me. It smells nice. I just wish it popped more in the bottle. And that's everybody's different, man. Everyone's different, you know?
That's what makes this game so cool, man. Is everybody's different scent profiles that they love and they adore. See, I can't stand floral scent profiles. Sandalwood, perfumey. I can't stand essential oils. I'm not an essential oil. And there's a lot of guys that love essential oils, you know, and it's I don't know.
Coffee.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee guy.
Not a big coffee guy. I found a few I like Lux's 1912. I like, but that's because it's not just a coffee; it's a blend, really.
Oh man, 1912. That smoky stank is amazing.
Yeah,
Bilberry,
it's beautiful. You know,
yeah.
But some of the coffee scents I've gotten to me, it smells, and I've said it in the live before. I'm like, oh no, listen, if you like coffee, it smells like a fresh brewed pot of coffee in the house. When I open one, I said, but I don't know why I want my beard to smell like that, really. Like, so it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not big on the coffee scents. The other one for me is the kind of food scents too. I'm not real big on like the Fruity Pebbles and stuff like that. But we've all got our things, man. So that's why I think when people say, oh, there's too many guys doing reviews, I'm like, I disagree, man, because we all have different things we like, we don't like. Maybe person A watches my channel and I tell them, listen, this scent profile is just not for me. But they're more like Swag. They go to his channel and he's like, no, listen, if you like the other stuff I enjoy, you're going to love this one.
Yeah. And that's what's good about this community. Just like you said, people will gravitate more towards the scent profiles that you like that are in their wheelhouse. So they want to watch and they want to say, okay, what's he bringing to the table? So I like to bring some stuff to the table that I like, and sometimes stuff that I don't like, and I let them know. But I'm not going to degrade anybody. The coffee scents, I'll tell you one thing, they just don't last very long.
Right. Yeah.
They fade away. They fade away.
You're absolutely correct. And I love what you just said, sir. There is a way where you can say you don't like something or you don't like a particular scent profile without actually going and damaging the company in the process.
Yeah. Right. 100%.
Because especially when it comes to scent profiles, man, they're so subjective. It all depends on who you are and what you like. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad scent profile.
Right. Now, feeling beard's a completely different thing. If I'm noticing that my hair's falling out, if I notice that my beard is dry, if I notice that I'm breaking out, because I used the company a while ago and I started breaking out with pimples. But then I've got to do a little self-reflection on myself. Okay, am I using too much oil because of how much that I'm, and Tyson talks about the what does he call it? What's the P word? You know what I'm saying?
Porosity?
Huh?
His porosity test?
Yes. Your porosity, our genetics. Am I using too much oil? And then, because I like to rock the butter too with it. Am I using too much? And I've got to do some self-reflecting on myself too. And I've got to change. And Andy does this so good. And he keeps me so grounded that, and he'll say this, if you really want to tell somebody about feeling beard, that's kind of why I stay away from it. And I'll say it feels really good, my beard. I've used it for a week. But if you really want to test out a product, you really need to do a lot of testing on this stuff and use it for a month or so. I think that's a value, and that's why I don't try to touch on feeling beard or how the health of what it does for my skin, due to the fact I'm not using one product for that long a time. I'll use it for a couple of days and then boom, I'm off to something else. So I try to focus on the scent profile. But if it's trash in my beard and it burns and my hairs will fall out, or if it feels frilly, there's just a lot. I'll tell you, but there's a lot of things you need to take into consideration.
Every company I've ever worked with has gotten the same message from me. If I buy something, that's whatever. But if a company asks if they can send me something, I send the same message back to them. You can send me whatever you want. If you're working on something new, whatever, send it my way. However, be forewarned. If whatever you're doing makes my beard fall out, I'm coming for you. That's my only line right there.
Yep.
If my beard falls out, we're gonna have some issues. Okay.
Yep.
Everything else I can deal with, but
right.
You take my beard out, you know what? We're gonna have a problem here. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
there's a guy I love to watch too, James Beards and Cars. I love his channel. I love how, and him and I kind of got the same kind of a beard, so I'll follow him. And I just his last video, his hubris on that black soap, I just bought some. His Scotch Porter review on the old and the new stuff. I hear a lot of people. I haven't tried the new, but I've got some tubs of the old. He says it's great, so I'm going to end up when I'm out of Scotch Porter, I'm going to go get some of the old. I loved, and Adam from Hanyaker, his beard, my beard are exactly the same. And I know his products work. That's one I need to really get back to because he's got some new stank out there I need to try.
You gotta rock that yak, baby. You gotta rock that yak.
It's when you find somebody with the same beard and stuff like that, and that's what's valuable too. It's I want to do more. Talk about the combs, tips and tricks, your lids, your swag, the signs. I mean, look at that. Look at this sign. That came from Gary. That's Gary's family. You know, that's not from Gary. That's somebody he's helping out in the community. His sister, I think, or sister-in-law, that they're making the signs, and it's amazing. I love it. So
yeah, man. Yeah. Man, my apologies. You had a show going on with another individual on his channel, and I thought your play on words with two of you guys really was perfect. It was the Mike Tyson show.
Right.
So how did Mike and Tyson become Mike Tyson?
Gosh, we were on a live feed and I don't remember what it was, but I mean, him and I just clicked. I mean, because of our faith in Christ. And I've always looked at Tyson. I love watching his first videos of when he was sitting at a table with a few little products behind him, right? Yeah. Talking about his faith. He was doing devotions, Wednesday devotions. And I just loved his message because that's the journey that I was going on. And when we finally got together, we were talking and they were asking me some questions, and basically he just sat back and I could see him just kind of watching me, and he was like, yep, exactly what Swag said. Then I was like, oh crap. And then he got hold of me, and then that giddiness of like, okay, man, this guy that I was looking up to, this man of faith, got hold of me, and he's messaging me, and we called, and we hit it, man. Him and I hit a personal level with what was going on in his life, his family life. It got much bigger than just the beard products. So we decided to get together and do some things. And the Mike Tyson show came because we were doing a podcast that we were just getting together, and we thought, you know what, we need to come up with a name, the Mike Tyson Show. And we need to talk about God, the struggles we're going through every day, the brotherhood that we have. And it was amazing. I mean, I enjoyed myself a lot with Tyson. And then something just happened. I just got too busy with the summer coming around, with the camping and everything. I couldn't commit to doing that all the time. And my channel was failing and struggling. I wasn't able to put out my products because I was putting a lot of time into what he was doing on. And look what happened. Me stepping out of the way. Look at what he's got going on. We got the Titan series. Look at him and Dave and what they're doing with Faithfully Bearded. You know what I mean? It's amazing. So good things come out of change, and I'm so proud of what they're doing.
Says you. I'm terrified of change. Says you, sir. I am horrified of change. Are you kidding me? I've had the same dresser since I was like, I don't know, 12 maybe. The idea of change is terrifying to me, but that's just, I'm stuck in my ways. My dad, I was raised by old school Italian men. We do things one way, and that's that. We don't change things.
Is he in here, Tyson?
He was earlier. I don't know if he's here now, though.
Yeah, him and Dave are probably doing something special.
I thought they had something going on tonight too. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
But so Mr. Swag, as you know, if you've watched the show, we introduced a new segment on here called Ask the Interviewer, where you get to ask me up to 5 questions, and same as you, I'm an open book, dude. Ask whatever the hell you want to ask me, and I have to answer them. So the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, I got the first one. I need to know, because you're a Jersey boy, and I know pizza's huge in Jersey, same as in New York. Okay, what is the best pizza joint in Jersey. And I was looking some up, and I've got Raza. Have you heard of Raza?
I've heard of Raza before. I've heard of Raza.
How about Santilo's?
Never heard of Santilo's. Where is it located?
I don't know. I just
Okay.
wrote some names.
Okay.
How about Vic's?
I've heard of Vic's. Yes,
Okay,
I've heard of Vic's.
Now, you Jersey, this is very important for the Jersey boys. What is your favorite, the best pizza joint in Jersey?
So, all right, if you're going for me, the best pizza joint in Jersey is a little hole-in-the-wall place in Harrison, New Jersey, called West Orange Pizza for some weird reason. I don't know why it's called West Orange when they're in Harrison, but that's the name of it, okay? And they are the place where you can go, and they have what they call their New York pie there, right? So if you've ever gone to New York, they have those giant slices.
Yep.
Well, this is a giant slice of the most amazing pizza you will ever eat. But if you order the large New York style pizza and you can finish the whole thing, it's free. Now, finishing that is not easy. We're talking a lot of cheese, a lot of cheese. Like, it is the most amazing pie you'll ever eat. But finishing off that pie is not easy. And if you do it, you don't feel good about yourself afterwards. It doesn't feel like an accomplishment. You feel like I might need to take a diet, go on a jog or something, work this off a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Close second, though, very close second for me is actually Belleville Pizza in Belleville, New Jersey. He's got some amazing stuff. He does some great specialty pies. What is that? A vinaigrette chicken pie. He's got a Parmesan pasta pie. He's got a baked ziti pie. He's got meatball pie. I mean, he's got some amazing specialty pies.
Are these wood fire?
No. These are old school pizza ovens. These are regular pizza ovens. They used to have a wood fire grill place here, though, called the Stone Grill, where he would actually make your pizza in the wood oven. But unfortunately, he closed down. He was trying to sell his pizzas for $25 a piece, and that ain't flying around here, boys. We're getting higher, but $25 a pie is way too high.
Yeah, I think the old president, one bite, everybody knows the rules. I think he's done an amazing thing for the pizza joint over there. The president and his pizza, how you can grade the pizza. Of course, you probably know who that is.
Yes.
Okay. If you had a choice to go to a Giants game or a Yankees game, what would you pick?
Oh, that's not a choice, dude. I hate the Yankees. I'm going to a Giants game.
Got it.
I'm going to a Giants game. I'm a Mets fan, sir. Mets fan. It takes character to be a Mets fan, all right? Yankees have had it way too easy in their life.
I agree with you. I'm not a Yankees fan either. Okay. Butter or bomb?
Oh, it's butter all day. Butter all day. I actually just gave my brother, the one who does the channel with me, 90% of my bombs. I was like, here, if you want them, take them, because I just don't use most of them. The only ones I kept are the ones that have more of a light hold, more of a nourishing feel to them, because I can still use those. But like, as much as I love Lux, I can't use his bomb anymore. Way too strong hold for me. It just doesn't work well for my beard anymore. So butter all day long, man.
Okay. What is your favorite scent profile?
Are we talking like a specific one, or
I want your favorite stank. What do you look for when you go for a company? You hear somebody coming out with something that you're like, I gotta get it.
Oud.
I love it. I think that's an amazing answer.
Oud all day long, man. If I hear somebody's got new oud coming out, I'm running, dude. I'm running for it.
Okay, last one. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
This is always one that trips me up. Okay. What is your favorite company today?
That's not fair. That's not right.
You know how many times I've got it? Hold on, I'm flipping the script, man. Now it's you interviewers know. If you had to pick one right now.
If I had to pick one, and oh man, there's God knows who's watching right now, who's gonna get mad about this.
Joe, truth and transparency, brother. This is what we need. You talk a big game, truth and transparency. Okay. Now, who is your favorite company right now?
All right. If I got to pick one right now, it's Miners Beard Co. If I have to pick one right now, it's Miners. It's absolutely Miners. I use their stuff more than I use most others at the moment. Their new CBD line has been great for my beard, so it's definitely Miners right now if I had to pick one.
You did great.
That last question is like that's not fair, dude. But I know. I've seen other interviewers do it. I know, man. I know. Yeah. So Swag was like, I got my chance to fire back here. I'm getting one of these guys.
As soon as you messaged me, you're like, okay, you get to answer me 5 questions. Boom. I knew that's what it was going to be. That was one.
All right, man. Well, I got my lightning round all set up. If you're ready, brother.
I'm ready.
All right. So again, I got about 35 just random off the wall questions. They have barely anything to do with each other. Okay. Just answer them and we'll keep rolling.
Okay.
All right. Better cartoon, G.I. Joe or the Ninja Turtles?
G.I. Joe.
Same category, Simpsons or Family Guy?
Simpsons.
Really? I'm such a Family Guy fan, but I get it. Simpsons has been around a long time. I get it.
Well, and hold on. The Simpsons can actually tell the future.
Yes, you have a point, sir.
I'm telling you.
They've proven it more than once, too, that is not a falsity. That's a fact.
That's true.
That is a fact. How many stairs is too many to fall? Dan, really, Dan? Really? How many stairs? Well, apparently I can survive at least 25 to 30. So we'll say about 35 to 40 might be too many, okay?
Yeah, that's a great question. Damn it.
Okay. I'm gonna say 35 to 40 might be too many, Dan. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, because one day I will fall down them, I'm sure. But we're gonna say that many. Who wins in a fight? Batman or Captain America?
Captain America.
The Shield, right? The Shield's gonna do it in?
Yeah, and that American suit, yes.
Yeah. All right. Football or baseball?
Football.
Basketball or hockey?
Neither. Okay.
Neither. Sweatpants or jeans?
Sweatpants.
Yeah, there you go, man. Comfort all day long.
All day.
Rock and roll or rap?
Rock and roll.
Country or R&B?
R&B.
Oh, really? Yeah, I thought you would have said country on that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No way.
All right. Who wins, Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees?
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's just no way Freddy's winning that fight. Michael Myers or Leatherface?
Leatherface.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember the chainsaw. I didn't even think of that. The chainsaw. Yeah. Okay. All right. Favorite soda?
Favorite Coca-Cola.
This interview might be over now, sir. This is a Pepsi household, okay? We don't accept Coca-Cola around here, right?
Hey, Coke is much better in my Crown Black than Pepsi. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's a fair point. Favorite cereal?
Chocolate marshmallow mateys.
Really? That sounds actually really good. Holy crap.
Tyson got me hooked on him, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing better.
Wow. That sounds really good. All right. Scarier situation. You walk into a room and there is a king cobra fully hooded out staring at you, or you crawl into a crawl space and it's filled with tarantulas.
The tarantulas by far.
Yeah, see, everybody picks the spiders. I would pick the spiders in a heartbeat. Absolute heartbeat.
Nasty.
Yeah. All right. Scarier situation. You go to the circus and there's an evil clown waiting for you, or a demon is in your bedroom at nighttime.
Demon by far.
Okay. Apple or Android, sir? Which one do you use?
Android.
Are you happy with Android?
100%.
Okay, good. Yeah, Apple sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite cookie?
Favorite cookie? I'd have to say, Nutter Butter.
Oh, that's a good. My dad used to love those things. He would knock off a whole package of those in a shot if you let him, man.
Easy. Yes.
Favorite chip?
Favorite chip? I'd have to say Ruffles barbecue. Ruffles have ridges.
Yeah. Very good, sir. Very good. All right. Favorite candy?
Favorite candy? Ooh. I'm going to have to say old school Spree.
Oh, dude, I'm such a Spree fan. Like, it's crazy. Love them. I worry about eating them now because of my teeth. Like, I'm like, at this age, should I be eating those things? But
yes.
I still do it.
Yes.
I still do it. Yeah. Kickball or dodgeball?
Dodgeball.
This only works in our community, by the way, because the younger generation doesn't get to play dodgeball. So it only works with us, really.
Yep.
So, favorite war movie?
300.
Oh, that's a good one. See, people always go right to like Vietnam movies and things like that, but 300 is a war movie. It's a war between two different sides.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. Awesome answer. Favorite thing to put in your smoker?
All of it. I haven't had. Okay.
I couldn't say all the companies. I couldn't do that. So
I'd say some amazing, about 3 or 4 racks of baby back ribs on the 3-2-1 method, because of the joy it brings to everybody else.
Okay, I understand that. However, sir, I will tell you that if you had me over for dinner and you had a brisket in there, you'd be bringing joy to a lot of people at that. Well, at least me. If I had joy to me,
I'd have both.
All right. How much is a plane ticket to your area again? Because can I even get a plane? You know what? I'll start walking. Just have the dinner ready in about 2 or 3 months. I'll be there. Don't worry about it.
You fly into Boise, and then I'll come pick your ass up, and then I'll bring you guys back to my house. You guys can stay out in the trailer. Come on.
You know what? You might have a deal there, sir. Favorite sandwich?
Bologna.
Really?
My mom's old school bologna sandwiches.
Dude, there was nothing better than when I used to come home and we'd have the Oscar Mayer package sitting there.
Yeah.
You just throw a couple of them on a slice of bread, slap some mayonnaise on, you were good to go, boy.
Not mayonnaise, Miracle Whip with extra sharp cheddar cheese that you sliced real thin and then put it on the potato bread. Bologna cake sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm going to the store tomorrow, sir. I'm going to try that. I'm trying that out now. There you go. Sam, we're having bologna for lunch tomorrow.
With some Ruffles chips.
Yes, with some Ruffles chips, all right? Any place you can visit before the time comes. What was one place on your bucket list?
Oh, my gosh. I would have to say Ireland.
Really? That's one for me too, man. That is one on my list.
You just think of the pubs and the small communities that you could go to, and you could just go chill, and just the family aspect of it would be amazing.
I've got to be the only Italian American on the planet that's dream is to own an Irish pub one day long.
Yeah.
One day.
Yep, I agree.
I just love the feel of them, the small thing, the comfort foods that are made in those places. It's just all about feeling good, enjoying yourselves, having a good time. And I mean, I've seen pictures of when my ex and her family went over to Ireland, and some of the scenery and things like that were just absolutely amazing. So it's definitely on my list as well. And that's a good one, sir. That's a very good one. If you could hang out with any historical figure, any one of them, I don't care who it is, who is one you would love to sit down and have a beer with or whatever?
Historical figure. I would probably say Martin Luther King. I would love to sit down and chill with that man and get inspired from him. His vision. Oh, I'll tell you, a glorious man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. I always like those questions because it gives kind of an insight as to the way you think about things. And that's a good one, man. That's a really good one. MMA or boxing?
MMA. Wow. Hold on.
See, not as easy as that.
No. Yeah, I would say boxing.
See, MMA is amazing right now, but boxing has my heart for a long time. Yeah. And it's hard to let go of that.
Yep.
Who wins in a fight, Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali? In their primes. Both in their primes.
Oh, Tyson.
Mike's got Customato in his corner. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, all right. Why? The power?
The power, the rage, and the discipline that Customato had that young man at.
Yes. I tell everybody the same thing, man. If he doesn't lose Customato, Mike might retire undefeated.
Yep. He had a lot of rage. And just like kind of we were talking about, like all these demons and stuff that are not at rest when we are younger. And we find that one person that could really focus all that energy. Customato, Mike Tyson, knocking people out all over the place. He was just a beast.
Yeah, he was a damn tank with arms. Like he was
Yes.
ridiculous, man.
Yep.
I don't.
He was.
Some of the scariest knockouts I've ever seen in boxing history were at the hands of Mike Tyson, because he didn't just like. Now a lot of times you see guys get knocked out, but it's like they get hurt, they fall, and then the referee steps in and stops it.
Yep.
When Mike knocked guys out, they were unconscious.
Done.
They were done. It was
didn't
over.
want to get back up. Didn't want to fight. And before when he got known for what he did, nobody wanted to step in the ring with him. You could just see that right away. I don't care what crap they talked. They knew what was coming.
He was the most intimidating fighter on the planet, even down to his walkout, just taking that simple black Everlast shirt and just throwing that over because everyone else was about to show. Mike was like, no, throw something on me. I'm going to go out there and kill this dude, and then let's go get something to eat real quick. He
wanted to kill every single one of them.
Yeah, and he said that too. Have you ever seen the documentary about him?
Yes.
The one where he did his own little Broadway show. It was very, very impressive. Amazing. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Transparent of him. Like he was very open, talked about everything. I was very impressed with it, really.
Yep, because he found peace.
Better quarterback, Joe Montana or Tom Brady?
Oh, Tom Brady. I hate to say that.
Either the tuck rule still fresh,
Burns.
right?
Burns. Oh,
still fresh, right?
Yeah, but he's definitely the GOAT. He's still playing. And what is he? 58.
Yeah. It's 110, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You said you don't really like either one of them, so I don't know if you have an answer here. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Oh, MJ.
All right.
Now, see, this is why I don't watch basketball anymore. Now, see, if we were in the 90s when everybody played ball and they were beating each other up and they actually could foul each other, punch each other in the face and not maybe get ejected, you got the Detroit, the bad boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the Celtics. You got, just so many of them. New York. I mean, good Lord, the battles that they used to have in Chicago. And Jordan, by far, winning 3, retiring, coming back and winning 3 more. In those, MJ by far will always be the greatest player.
Listen, I'll never doubt what Mike has done. He's a great player. Amazing, really. I think they're 2 different animals in my world. That's the way I compute it. Mike was the greatest finisher of all time. When the game was on the line, Mike was going to close it out. LeBron might be the greatest all-around player we've ever seen, though, and athlete on a basketball court. I don't know, though, if I had my choice, who I would pick. Like, I really don't. So
depends on what era. I mean, if Michael Jordan was playing today, that guy would score 150 points a game in today's league. You send LeBron back, and you can't really say this because I don't know how LeBron would be back in the 90s and the 80s.
He's a freak of nature. He's 6'9", 250, and plays like a point guard. So
yes. Yep.
He might have been a real problem back then too. You don't know.
They have, but definitely Jordan. I just love everything about it. We can move on now, though.
Greatest Raider of all time.
Tim Brown.
That's a great one. My grandmother loved him so much. So much. Like, that dude was a true Raider too. Like, That's a great one right there. Very well done. Better coach, John Madden or Bill Belichick?
Belichick. I mean, I got to give it to him.
Madden,
guy's freaking genius.
Madden was great, but I think they were 2 different animals too. Belichick is an X's and O's guy.
Yep.
Madden was a motivator. He got the guys amped up and fired up to go play. And he was perfect for that Raiders team is what he was.
Yep.
Absolutely perfect for him.
Yep.
Randy Moss or Jerry Rice?
Give me Jerry Rice all day long.
Absolutely. All right, Sam had a couple questions. Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Okay, you're 1 for 1 with Sam. Hold on. Snickers or M&M's?
What kind of M&M's? Any I want?
Yeah, any you want.
M&M's.
Yeah, okay, 1 for 2. Sam's last question. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups or Kit Kat?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
All right, you went 2 for 3 with Sam. Not bad. And then the 2 most important questions in the beard world that everybody knows happen on this channel. How should your steak be cooked, sir?
Medium rare, of course.
Of course, I knew you were going to say. I knew I was going to lose that one. And does pineapple belong on your pizza?
In the Cribbbss household family, 100%.
Oh no! So you guys don't know how to eat pizza, then? All right, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
I understand.
But it's pizza, dude. I'll eat any pizza except if it's got onions, green peppers. You give me a meat pizza, I'm good. Give me a cheese pizza, I'm good. But if I have a choice, it's a thin crust, well done.
Okay.
Pepperoni, Canadian bacon with some pineapple on top of it.
You had me until you hit the pineapple, sir. You had me until you hit the pineapple.
The pizza pie. Oh, I love it.
I'll bring you out to Jersey one day, and I'll get you a Meat Lover's big ziti pie.
I would love that. I would be in heaven.
Okay, so we got some of the best pizzerias on the planet out here, sir.
I know you do.
I'll go that way. We'll get some brisket and some things like that, and then we'll come back this way. All right, and I'll get you some pizza and have you over for Sunday dinner, and you're good to go.
Going to Jersey.
That's an absolute date, sir. You guys are more than welcome. You let me know when you're coming through.
All right,
man.
Where's your brother at? Tell me what's going on with him.
Nick's a good kid. He's a good guy, and we started this together, as everyone saw, but he doesn't, kind of like you and your son, he doesn't have the drive that I do to want to do this. Yep. To him, it's like, if he has time to film on a Saturday, or if he doesn't, he does no big deal. But I couldn't keep waiting for him then, because we'd have 2 weeks go by where we had no content going out.
And it drove you crazy, didn't it?
Yes, absolutely drove me insane. I was like, Nick, people are starting to know who we are. And then we just disappear for a month. Yep. Like, no, we got to get on a schedule here. We got to put content out. So we both went into it with the understanding that, listen, he's not kicked out. He's not done. He's always more than welcome to be on a video. But if he's not here, I'm going to film and move forward.
Well, here, let's bump. Ready? No, off to the side. Ready?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to remember where we are right now. You ready? 1, 2.
There we go.
I know, man. We coined it. Everybody loved it too, and they were like, "No, he's just gone. He's gone. He's off doing his own thing. He'll be back though, man. He's my little brother. He's still a kid."
Yeah, I hope dude makes an appearance. I bug him all the time, but he's busy. And man, it would be so fun to have his little butt back in here. So
he's
proud
still
of
a kid. He's still a kid, freshly married still. You know what I mean? Like, he's getting his own life going. He'll be back though. I know he'll be back.
You got a comb? You got a comb?
Yes, sir.
Let's groom together.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my comb here for you.
While he's gone, family, you know, it's always what we have to do here. Cribbbss,
Swag
loves to groom with the family. Doesn't that feel so
good? I've had this same comb since I started my beard journey.
Yep.
Beardaholic, same one I've had from the very beginning. And why? Because I did one of those things that drives Dan nuts. I searched up best beard combs in the game, and I just bought the #1 on their list.
Now, how many people want to comb their beard now is my question. How many of you 23 in here?
Let's see. I'm from New Jersey. We don't do pineapple. I hear you. Hey. There you go.
Yeah.
How much younger is he, Joe? Nick is 27, so he's 9 years younger than me.
Okay, so you're the big brother.
Yeah, I'm the big brother all around in this household. I've got 3 younger brothers and a little sister. And
so family. Sorry, go ahead.
The closest one to me is actually my brother Steve. He's 32. He's the closest one to me.
Now, I was just going to ask the family, do you guys have any questions for Joe? Anything you want to ask him or ask me?
Anything you want to ask, Crib, throw it out now. We got about, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes till I wrap this up, so I got to go run Sam to bed. So if you got a question for Mr. Cribbbss, throw it out now. Feel free.
Oil companies, Joe.
Coming with swag and Joe.
5 thick oil companies. Well, you got Artemis, man. You've got Tailored. You've got
I've got one Mr. Swag might not know about.
Which one?
The Bearded Coast.
I have not tried that yet.
They have a thicker oil, very similar to Artius Man's. Not quite that thick, but similar. So if you're looking for a thick oil, the Coast might be one you want to go check out.
Yep. And I know the one I just tried now, it's pretty thick. This the peach cobbler is amazing, by the way. Barker's. It's a pretty good thick one. Who else? You got Lux.
Lux, yes. Lux is definitely a thicker one.
Where else we got?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at my collection right now. I mean, I guess technically Black Rebel's kind of a thicker one because of the emu. Because of the emu, yeah.
Oh, T3 Beard Company, another great one.
Will you smoke a squirrel for somebody wants to know if you'll smoke a squirrel for me?
Yeah, I could probably find a YouTube video on smoking squirrels. Norseman's another really good thick one.
Swag's you're in Oregon, right?
Yeah, I'm in Oregon.
Yep. Somebody
Eastern
asked that one.
Kind of over by the Idaho border, so we're eastern.
Jolly Old Fat Man is really good too. You're absolutely right. I've got tons of stuff from JOFM. Awesome, and Bam's a good dude.
Salty vibes, baby. Old Vato.
Vato's got salt. Yeah, he's got that's from the Bearded Coast. So you've tried the Coast. Salty Vibes. Yes, that's a good one. I've got what do I have again? Carpe Diem and Dapper Dude from him, and they're both absolutely amazing. Swag, one question I have before I wrap it up. I always ask everyone this. Where is Swag going? What's next? If you had things your way exactly for your channel, where would you be 5 years from now with the channel?
5 years for the channel, I would probably be trying to implement and figure out a way to get the bearded community, because these are two big ones for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I've seen this throughout the community. Get beard products, find a way to do beard products in the smoking channel, because I really want to start vlogging, and I really want to start getting into the smoking meats and doing videos kind of like Steve does, Beards of Wood. And kind of implement the two and just go from there. And just one day at a time, Joe. With me, it's just one day at a time. I don't worry about yesterday because it's gone. Tomorrow will take care of itself if God allows me to have another day. But right now, I'm just happy where I'm at now. And with the goals and the dreams of the new smoker that's coming, getting Nikki involved with the channel a little bit, but not in a way that, because Dan's got that with Sam, and I love that. But to have her maybe behind the camera recording and get her involved with the videos more would be great, because she is everything to me. My best friend in the world, and she's so supportive, and she deals with so much with me spending so much money, because anything that I get my mind to, I just dive right in and don't care what it costs, and she supports me with that. We have our conversations. It's just to grow. It's just to grow and keep God as the foundation of everything that I do, regardless. And to have my best friend involved with it. That's where I want to go, whatever I'm doing on here.
That's a good answer. It works for me. Gary, it is illegal to pump your own gas in New Jersey. Yes, sir. And Cribbbss, when you and Miss Nikki come into Kentucky, Bluegrass wants to know.
Well, I will have to talk about that, Ken, because I got me some vacation coming next year. I think that would be awesome. To be able to travel around and do that with some people would be great. I'd love to come and hang out. When Emo rolled through LeGrand, and I got to hug and love him and meet his family, that was an epic moment in my life. He's such a big, tall man, and I'm a big, short man, and just to love on him and just to see who he is on camera was exactly who the hell he was when he was standing in front of Legacy Ford at my work. Just amazing.
Mr. Cribbbss, what oil would you go with if oud was no longer available?
I would go with something smoky. I would go with something amber and tobacco, those kind of scent profiles.
Right. What kind of smoker you got coming? They want to know.
or Rectex 700, stainless steel, silver and black, of course.
Yes, he does. He absolutely has himself a queen.
I do. She's amazing. I mean, you want to see, you want to know. You ask me that question of faith, and Joe. One of these days, I pray that you'll find somebody like I have. You know what I mean? And why do I? Another thing that just cemented Christ with me is the faithfulness of my Christian wife praying for her husband and where I'm at today. An answered prayer. That's everything.
I pray that I find something like that one day too, because I found the opposite of it 2 times now. So
that's okay.
Third time's got to be the charm. Like, so I got to be due at this point.
Yep.
How tall are you, Swag?
5'10".
Joe and Swag, favorite Artiest Man scents? Restoration and 3-wood.
I don't have one. I don't care for Artiest Man scents, but Dan says Winter's Chill is amazing. I'm going to try one more and try it. Have you tried Restoration? You don't like it? Yeah, I tried Restoration. Really? No, I don't like it.
3-wood?
I haven't and don't like it.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Everybody's different, man.
Yep.
Everybody's different. Yes, Bluegrass, you and Swag are both blessed because your others are extremely supportive and awesome people. So you're very lucky with that. Take my word on that one. I've been on the other end of it where she hated what I was doing, and it led us to she's no longer here, but I'm still with you guys. So I mean, I guess you guys won. I guess you guys won on that one. Swag, can I reach out, talk faith in the kingdom?
100%. Let's further the kingdom together. Absolutely. I would love that.
Got IPA Restoration now, 3-wood on the way. I like the combo of 3-wood and Restoration. Yeah, I've done that before, Ben. It is a great little 1-2 punch there for sure.
Yep.
Y'all need some dirt road therapy. I know, Billy. I'll check out your collab when I get a chance, man. You have my word on that one. But all right, Brother Swag, we are about ready to wrap it up here. I got to go chase a kid to bed at this point. Make sure that she goes and wraps it up. And more than that, make sure that she has all of her homework actually turned in. It's not getting it done. It's hitting the button to actually send the homework in, because she's forgotten to do that 2 or 3 times already, and she's gotten docked for it the next day. So I got to go make sure she's done all those things at this point.
Yeah, Sam's a lucky young lady, man, to have a father like you and to have a family like she has. And tell her I'm proud of her, and tell her Uncle Mike is proud of her, and to get her damn homework done. And ice cream, and I'll go with Snickers. I like Snickers too. I love Snickers.
Tell her you went 3 for 3. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. As far as I know, we both love the 1912. Yes, we do.
1912. Absolutely.
And we know Tyson doesn't like the 1912. We know Tyson. We know. We saw it. We got it, dude. Had a blast. Thank you. All right, man. Yeah. Seriously, guys, you guys know how it is, man. First of all, Swag, thank you again so much for coming on, brother. Thank you for giving my channel the best intro we'll ever have
It was
in its history. Okay.
It was an honor.
And you guys know how it goes here whenever I wrap things up, man. Stay safe, stay bearded, be good to each other, and take care of each other out there. And I will see you guys on the next one, all right? You guys be good. Swag, thank you again, my brother.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Proud